What is up, guys? Welcome back to the 6th episode of my vlog. This is part 3 of building a quadcopter. So, where we last left off, we had a frame. So I do believe this is the front of the quad, this is the back of the quad, and we had an ESC, or not ESC, PDB, and I soldered in an XT60 connector on this side, and then I added solder to all the solder pads on the other side. So now, we flip the front of the quad to the top. I think this is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter whether I make the battery connector on the left side or on the right side. So since I'm left-handed, I'm gonna go with the left side. Alright, so taking a look over here, I opened up clockwise ones, and they are white on the top. I don't know if you can tell. I'll turn on the light really quick, even though it's full daylight outside. These are white on the top, and then the counterclockwise ones are black on the top. And this is the front of the frame. The whites go on these, on the top right side and the bottom left side, and then the counterclockwise motors go on the bottom right side and the top left side. Alright, so I moved everything out of the way, and we're going to empty out this bag of screws really quick first. So we have 8 screws. I believe there's 2 different sizes. So I'm going to take the smaller screws, so we have longer and shorter. Let's see, shorter. Let's move this out of the way as well. Whoops. Alright, so longer, shorter, longer. Okay, so these 4 longer screws we're not going to use, I don't think. So, just going to plop this on here. Flip this over. It fits nicely. I don't know if you can tell. I'll see if it's too dark in editing. But it does seem to fit nicely with the holes. So I'm going to screw these in. So I need to get a screwdriver really quick. Alright, so we have a screwdriver. And then, let's see. Alright, so I moved my camera. So what we're going to do here is, I don't know if you can see, let me turn on the light. But these screws line up quite well, so we're just going to stick them in. If I can make sure I got the screw holes right. I do believe that's correct. So, just going to drop each one of them in. Oh, I have the wrong, this is hex screw. Well, that's unfortunate, and I also think that these might be too short. So instead of using the shorter ones, I'm actually going to be using the longer ones. Sorry about the noise outside. Gardener for my neighbors probably here or something, but yes, we're going to be using the longer ones instead. That seems to make more sense. Alright, so I just picked up 2 sets of Allen keys. Hopefully one of them will work for this screw. I don't know if you can see. Alright, so let's see. Let me turn on the light again. And then we're gonna try again. So face it this way. Let me make sure them. Oh, great. Now I don't remember which way is up. I wrote it down. This way is up. So the motor that I am going to be putting it in is actually this motor and this motor, but I'm going to do this motor first because I labeled that as number 1. I hope I got that right. I'm looking at this and I think I have it right. So, motor number 1. Whoa. Alright. Let's see. Stick the screw in. Or maybe I should just put it on. And screw. Okay, there we go. So now that we've basically locked it in. Oh, I didn't find the appropriate size out. Ah, I should have done that first. Okay, well I have other screws that I can see what the correct size it would be, so let's try. No, that is too small. Oh, this is pretty good. Let's see one size up. One size up is too big, so this is pretty good. It is labeled for future reference. This is labeled S2T10. Let me take a picture of that. Okay. So, now we will place in... I'm not sure if this is the correct way to use this. Can I take it out? Let's find out. Doesn't look like it. Wow. Alright, these are not very easy to use then, because then they always get in your way. But that's fine. No complaints. I found one. I don't have to go to the store and buy one. That's like the biggest thing about this hobby, and I guess a lot of hobbies in general, is that they're so expensive. It's hard to understand how expensive this hobby is, but it really is quite the expensive hobby. It's like mechanical keyboards. Originally, I might have liked to get into mechanical keyboards, but eventually I decided that it was not worth the time and effort, and I would just buy a keyboard that types nicely for me. I do not need a keyboard collection. It will not help me in the future. My keyboard works, and I don't have a lot of money. But simultaneously, I am getting into drones, and I don't have a lot of money, and yet I have a Phantom 4, and I play with the Mavic. So I don't know, and I spent a lot of money on building a quadcopter so far. Any mistake that I make would be quite an expensive mistake, I would say. In my opinion, it would be an expensive mistake if I have to replace it. If it's a simple mistake like screwing in the motor the wrong way, obviously that would not be an expensive mistake, but that would still be an unfortunate time-wasting mistake. And I would not like to... I have no idea what is going on, but this screw does not want to go in. Go in. Screw, go in. Screw, go in. Interesting. Why does this screw not want to go in? Did I do something wrong? Don't think I did anything wrong. Let's try putting it into the other screw hole. Alright, we're going to make a cut here, and I'm just going to get the other two screws in. Alright, so it turns out the correct thing to do would have actually been to put all 4 screws in, not tightened first, so then I could align it. So either now I'm going to put them all forward and make a cut, or I'm going to time lapse it, and we'll just see what happens. Really quick, I just realized that I messed up. I mounted a white motor, which is counterclockwise. I just realized that I might have switched these around. The ones I thought were counterclockwise are actually clockwise, and the ones that I thought were clockwise are actually counterclockwise. But regardless, I put two white motors on the same side, so this one needs to go. This one is actually supposed to be on this side. So I messed up over here. But anyways, continuing on with the time lapse. Alright, so I'm going to be ending the vlog there since timestamp should be around at least 12 minutes. It could be even 15 or 18 depending on how long the time lapse is. So I'm going to be ending it there. I know all I did in this video was put on motors, but once again I'm trying to keep the videos short and sweet, so I will be ending the video there. Next video will be up soon, and thank you for watching.